Hey everybody, welcome to another pickups video. This is our first one in a while since I've been off at college. There will be another one coming soon with all of our pickups, but I wanted to give this one its own justice. About a month ago, we picked up this lot. It is almost 590 soccer cards. They came in these binder sheets here. You can kind of see just a bunch of binder sheets. And I personally am a big fan of these sets. There are a lot of great names in here. You've got anyone from the stars like Maldini, Valderrama, Van Basten. There's like so many. I can't even think to name all of them. But there's also like a lot of other awesome cards in here. Like you have the HAMM card, which is $15. You have, which I personally love that card. It's like almost priceless to me, by the way. There's also Ryan Giggs prospect cards. There is a Pep Guardiola card in here, which I think is awesome. So what I did was I bought this lot. I've only saw about 18 cards that were in this lot before I bought it. I just kind of took it, shot on it, took a gamble, and I'm hoping it paid off. I actually did not look at any of the cards before I put them up here. So I'm hoping that we get some of those good cards that I mentioned before, some good players. But we will have to see. I've seen probably about 40 of them since, getting it, opening it, and dealing with that. But let's see. So hopefully we get some of those good cards, especially the HAMM. That's a really sick card. So I'm trying to see if there's any super exciting cards. Unfortunately, a lot of them, I don't know if you can see it on this one, no. But a lot of them did get a little beat up because while in the packaging, there was a bit of an issue because they were back to back in the binder pages. And so there was not a lot of, you can't leave cards in there for 90, like from 92 on, and some of them got stuck together, so their backs are a little messed up. Here you go. This is obviously a good team. You got some Brazilians here. Romario, never a bad player to get. So yeah, a lot of these are fun ones. I personally really love this Roberto Baggio. There you go. Sick card there. Obviously I'm not going to name everyone because if I went through the names of 500 cards, Viali. I'm just kind of trying to pull out the better names that I see here. But, there you go. Before I continue on, how about that, Paolo Maldini? Seems to be in pretty good condition, so that's a nice one. That's probably a couple bucks. But, as you're looking through, as I'm looking through these, I'm kind of hoping to find good cards that are in here since I haven't seen them yet. If you're watching, let me know down below if there's someone who I didn't mention that you like or a card specifically that you see that you think's awesome. Frank de Boer, obviously a good Dutch player. Dennis Bergkamp, of course. Ronald Koeman, there you go. Getting a lot of good players. I personally have to say I fell in love with this set probably late July. At the National, there was someone actually with a dime box that had all of these cards in it. Obviously not the ones that are in my hand, but a bunch of 90s cards, and I was going through them. I was buying them. There's another De Boer. It's Ronald, not Frank, but, I was looking, before I continue on that story about the National, look at that Pep Guardiola. That's pretty sick. Legendary coach, so that's always a fun one to have. But the guy had, just a whole 5-row box full of these that he was asking 10 cents a piece for. So I was having the time of my life looking through them, trying to find cards that I liked. A lot of the stars that we'll probably see I found in there, including a HAMM. My only regret was that I kind of wanted to go back and see if I could buy the guy out of the 90s soccer cards. Oh! No way! right on cue. Mia Hamm. This practically gets me back the entire payment. Oh, it's got a bit of a ding corner, but it could be a lot worse. That's a sick card. There are probably some more women's players here. There you go, Michelle Akers. Great player. Yeah, we're obviously in a better part of this right now. Yeah, but so going back to the story in a second, because Ryan Giggs, how about that? I mean, this is just an awesome Christine Lilly right after. There's Alexi Lawless, you can see in the picture. Hopefully there are a couple more cards of him. He obviously is a name to know. Joy Fawcett. But as I was... Julie Foudy, I can't even get a couple words out. And there's the women's team card. That's pretty sick because you have Mia Hamm and all the other people that were on that team. I mean, and right after this, Luis Enrique, great coach as well. Man, I'm feeling pretty good about this purchase right now. But I wanted to go back and just buy them all and just have them because, I mean, these are just awesome cards. I love them. You know, you don't see them come up all the time. And, you know, I wasn't looking... That's actually a sick card. I wasn't looking for a bunch of cards at that point, so it was kind of hard for me to reason with it. Another Bergkamp there. But at the same time, I was thinking, you know, why not? You know, it haunts you. You know, you always want to find the cards that you were going to buy but didn't. Peter Schmeichel. That's actually one of the few cards I saw before buying it that made me think it was going to be a decent lot. Obviously a legend. But so as soon as I saw this lot come up on eBay, I was bidding very strongly to make sure I won it because I really wanted the chance to get it back. Here's some U.S. men's players. Tony Meola, decent name there. Eric Winalda. Yeah, Roy Keane. Another good player there. Let's see. Well, we're about halfway done. Making good timing. I thought this video was going to take an hour practically with how much I love these cards and would spend time. But I guess it's going pretty well right now. But yeah, seriously, if you see a card that you really like compared to others, comment down below. I'd love to hear what you guys like. Nadal, not Rafa Nadal, but as a tennis person, I kind of find that card funny. You know, cheesy, but for me, but whatever. Kobe Jones. Well, how about that? Cafu, Brazilian legend, but yeah. So, I mean, I just love these cards. You can see, I mean, Upper Deck always, I thought, had the most interesting looking cards. Did a good job, and, you know, having these cards, they really don't come up that often, and it's interesting to see them, and I'm glad I was able to get my hands on such a large quantity of them for a price that couldn't have made more sense, you know. The Mia Hamm practically gets me my money back for this lot, which is crazy. But yeah, let's see what else there is. Anything good? I don't know who that is. Jeff Agus had a decent career. Carlos Valderrama, look at that. I mean, not just the style, like, you know, not just the quality of the card, but just the styles of the 90s displayed right there. Obviously had a long career, so it was through the 80s as well. Yeah. And then another cool piece of these cards is that I don't know a lot about the different variations. Mark Chung right there, Jorge Campos. Yes. But I know that there is a variation based on the language on the back. So all of them have English. But here, I'll pull out this card just to show what I mean. You can see, you know, it uses edad, estatura, peso, portero, a lot of Spanish on there, so it's kind of cool. I know there's like an Italian version. I want to say there's a German version. Legend right there, and one of the more interesting photos I think I've seen in here, Alexi Lalas. Popular American guy. One of the few names you actually may know from back in the day. Cafu, Mancini, both decent names. Yeah, there's just so many cool... Oh, talk about good photos. Paul Gascoigne. Look at that. Clean there, dirty on the front. Yeah. Vialli again. Yeah, look at that. Another Maldini. Pretty cool. I mean, you can see there's a couple different... There's another Schmeichel, too. There's a couple different sets that are part of this. This is the 94. The previous one... Is that third Maldini? Yeah. Wow. Ronald Koeman. This is Roberto Baggio. That's quite the stack. But yeah, so this is the 92 set, I'm almost certain. No, it looks like it's also 94. Maybe, yeah, 94. I don't know what the difference is. I mean, it looks like one's like the World Cup specific set. That's just like a international set. I'm not fully certain. Could also be the same one. I'm just not educated enough. So if you do know, also feel free to let me know so I can, you know, A, so I can know, and B, so anyone watching this can know as well. Yeah. Oh, there you go. It seems to be quite the coaches section. You got Diego Simone there. Seems to be that the 90s were the birthplace of a lot of great coaches in soccer, which is kind of funny. You expect to go for the great players, but the coaches are the ones that seem to be running the show right now here with what I'm pulling out. Yeah. Mark Chung signing a soccer ball. That's pretty cool. Always fun to get those weird photos once in a while. Eric Winaldo. Yeah. It'd be nice if there was more meaning for America in this World Cup, you know. We haven't really done anything. I mean, so part of the reason why this is the set is because this was the year that U.S. held the World Cup, which is, you know, why you see so many cards from here compared to most other years. But still, it's just interesting. I mean, I wasn't alive for that World Cup, so I can't say that it was interesting. I think I've heard stories that the games were fun. Can't imagine them not being, you know, seeing some of the greats play. So yeah, there you go. You know, this is the U.S. Cup 93. Still don't get what it is, but maybe that's part of it. I don't really know. There's Tony Miola, right? Yep. Look at those goalie jerseys. When I played goalie, I wish I had a jersey like that. That's sick. There's another Diego Simone. Let's see what else is here. Yeah, this is about the end. So if you stayed and watched all these cards get sorted through, thanks for sticking around. Probably not the most exciting reveals because, you know, there aren't $1 million cards in the set, another Valderrama. But if you're like me and kind of a junkie for this kind of stuff, you'll love it for sure. So I appreciate you, Bird Camp. Appreciate you sticking around watching this. Let us know if you liked it. We're going to do more pickup videos, not one as extensive in one specific set as this one. But there should be another video for everything we picked up over the past 6 weeks, 7 weeks. As well as, I'm trying to think. I don't know if there's any more pickup videos per se, but we're working a lot of more content for you all. So hope you appreciate this video. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great night.